The following Zoom session is being recorded and will appear later today on my YouTube channel, Math with Mayo. There are 3 different classes that may be observing this session. Therefore, when you participate in the Zoom meeting, if you do not wish for your picture or your name to be made public, please leave the video off and use an alias name. If you have questions during the meeting but do not wish to speak, email me at bmayo@ybcc.edu and I will respond as soon as I can. And a good morning to y'all. So today we are going to, actually, that's not true. We're not going to be covering that. We did that yesterday. What we're going to be doing today is reviewing for the test. And I got a bunch of questions emailed to me. So I'm going to go through all of those. And then I will ask for any other questions that you have. And I think I've eliminated the duplicates here. If not, let me know. All right, can everybody see the problem number 10 from part 2 of 5.8?
Yep.
Thank you. Here we go.
Yes.
So we have a polynomial divided by a polynomial. So on the outside, I'm going to put a plus 2. On the inside, I've got some terms missing. So I'm going to put a cubed plus 0a squared plus a plus 0 in case I need the constant term. Any question as to why I filled in those missing columns? All right, we're going to focus on the leading terms. I'm going to take a cubed divided by a, which is a squared. That goes up there. Then I'm going to take the result, the a squared, and multiply it by a plus 2, which is a cubed plus 2a squared. A cubed plus 2a squared. I am then going to subtract that quantity from what's up above, but I'm going to change it to addition of the opposite. Adding up the columns, a cubed plus negative a cubed is 0a cubed. 0a squared plus negative 2a squared is negative 2a squared. Continuing on, I will bring down the next term, which is an a, and start the process all over. Make that negative sign a little bolder. Going to consider the leading terms and take negative 2a squared divided by a, which is negative 2a. So I write minus 2a. Then I'm going to take that negative 2a times a plus 2, distributing, and get negative 2a squared minus 4a, which goes up here. If at any time I'm going too fast, you need me to slow down, yell at me, I'll slow down. Okay. We're going to take that quantity and subtract it from what's up above. But we'll go through and change it to addition of the opposite. Adding up the columns, I get negative 2a squared plus positive 2a squared, which is 0a squared. A plus 4a is 5a plus 0. Starting over, focusing on the leading terms, the 5a and the a. Let's see here. 5a divided by a is 5, so I get plus 5. Then I'm going to take 5 times a plus 2, which is 10a plus 10. Excuse me, 5a plus 10. So we get 5a plus 10. Subtract that from what's up above. Change it to addition of the opposite. 5a plus negative 5a is 0. 0 plus negative 10 is negative 10. So my answer is a squared minus 2a plus 5 plus the fraction negative 10 over a plus 2. Any questions on that before we go on to the next problem? All right. The next problem. We have a problem in that inside the long division process, the polynomial is not in descending powers. So I'm going to rewrite this problem. 2x plus 6 on the outside, 2x cubed plus 10x squared plus 10x minus 6. Okay, so I'm rewriting it so that the numerator and the denominator, the dividend and the divisor are in standard form or descending powers. Now we will proceed as we did in the previous problem. Leading term divided by leading term. 2x cubed divided by 2x is x squared. Again, any questions? All right. X squared times 2x plus 6. Distribute 2x cubed plus 6x squared. Write that up here. 2x cubed plus 6x squared. Subtract that quantity from what's up above. Change it to addition of the opposite. Add up the columns. 2x cubed plus negative 2x cubed is no x cubed. 10x squared plus negative 6x squared is 4x squared. Bring down the next term and start the process over. Leading term inside divided by leading term outside. 4x squared divided by 2x is 2x, so plus 2x. 2x times 2x plus 6, 4x squared plus 12x. 4x squared plus 12x. Subtract that quantity from what's up above. Change it to addition of the opposite. Add up the columns. 4x squared plus negative 4x squared is 0. 10x squared plus negative 12x squared is negative 2x squared minus 6. Pause briefly for station identification. Continuing on. Leading term divided by leading term. Negative 2x divided by 2x is going to be negative 1. So I've got a minus 1 there. Minus 1 times 2x plus 6 is going to be minus 2x minus 6. I'm gonna come in here and erase some stuff so that I've got more room there. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to change that to addition of the opposite, and I get 0 remainder, which means that that trinomial is the final answer. Any questions? All right. Next situation, same idea. We've got a polynomial divided by a polynomial. The numerator and the denominator, the dividend and the divisor are both in descending powers or standard form. So we're good to go there. I'm going to have 5x minus 1 on the outside, 15x cubed plus 2x squared plus 19x plus 2 on the inside. So again, we're going to take the leading terms, inside divided by outside, which is 3x squared. So that goes up here. We're going to take the 3x squared times the divisor, the 5x minus 1, which gives us 15x cubed minus 3x squared. So 15x cubed minus 3x squared. Notice in each case, ultimately, I'm knocking out that leading term. If that doesn't turn into a 0, then you've picked the wrong number, or I've picked the wrong numbers. All right, we're going to subtract this from what's up above. Change it to addition of the opposite. 15x cubed plus negative 15x cubed is 0x cubed. 2x squared plus 3x squared is 5x squared. Bring down the next term, the 19x, and start over. Leading term inside divided by leading term outside. 5x squared divided by 5x is x. So I write the plus x. Then we take that x times the 5x minus 1, which gives us 5x squared minus x. 5x squared minus x. Subtract that quantity from what's up above. Change it to addition of the opposite. Add up each column. 5x squared plus negative 5x squared is 0. 19x plus 1x is 20x. We get 20x plus 2. Divide the leading term by the leading term. 20x divided by 5x is 4, so plus 4. 4 times 5x minus 1 is 20x minus 4. We're going to subtract that from what's up above, change it to addition of the opposite, add up the columns. 20x plus negative 20x is 0. 2 plus 4 is 6. So our answer is 3x squared plus x plus 4 plus 6 over 5x minus 1. Any questions on that one? By the time we're, go ahead, Sydney, what?
Oh, I mean, I understand the 6, but why is it 5x minus 1? Like, why is that in that last little part?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm a little.
Let's go back to just arithmetic.
Okay.
So if we take 628 divided by 5, we get a 1 and a 2 and a 5. How do you write the remainder? Or maybe you're not sure, and that's why the question.
That's why I have the question.
Okay, the remainder is going to be that over the divisor. It's going to be a fraction.
Okay.
So that's basically what we're doing there. Same thing.
I see.
Okay, so this over that.
Thank you.
Any other questions before we go on to another exciting opportunity for long division? Woohoo! Okay. Here we go. Another one. And I think that's different. We have a polynomial divided by a polynomial. Both are in standard form. So here we go. Y plus 3. And on the inside, 3y cubed minus 3y squared plus 5y plus 13. We're going to divide the leading term on the inside by the leading term on the outside. 3y cubed divided by y is 3y squared. So that goes in the y squared column. We're going to take the 3y squared times the y plus 3 and get 3y cubed plus 9y squared. 3y cubed plus 9y squared. We're going to subtract that quantity from what's up above, but we're going to change it to addition of the opposite. And then add up the columns. 3y squared plus negative 3y squared is 0. Excuse me, 3y cubed plus negative 3y cubed is 0y cubed. Negative 3y squared plus negative 9y squared is negative 12y squared. Bring down the next term and continue. Leading term inside divided by leading term outside. Negative 12y squared divided by y is negative 12y. Negative 12y times the quantity y plus 3 is negative 12y squared minus 36y. Write that up here. Subtract that from what's up above. Distribute the subtraction, changing it to addition of the opposite. Add up the columns. Negative 12y squared plus positive 12y squared is no y squared. 5y plus 36y is 41y. Bring down the next term. Okay, let's see, what do we got here? 41y divided by y is 41. So I've got plus 41. And then 41 times y plus 3 is 41y plus 123. So 41y plus 123. Subtract that from what's up above. Change it to addition of the opposite. I get 0y, let's see, positive 13 minus 123. Would that be minus 110? Anybody? Everyone falling asleep? Can I get a witness? Somebody check? Is that right?
Yeah, it's right.
Okay, plus negative 110 over y plus 3. See, I have this fear sometimes that you've all gone off to do something else and you're just, I've got names there and microphones off and I'm just talking to myself and don't even realize it.
We're all here.
You're all here. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. And on to another one. Wow, we've just got a ton of these. I know. Okay.
Would you be able to work through this one? Would you be able to do it just a tad bit more slowly?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. Thank you.
I can take it down. I can go so slow. All right.
Okay.
We have a polynomial divided by a monomial. So here the process is different. We're going to take each term in the numerator and divide it by the denominator. And finally, okay. So now we're going to go through and reduce each separate term. Okay. 36 over 6 reduces to 6 over 1. X cubed over x reduces to x squared over 1. So now I've got 6x squared divided by 1, or just 6x squared. Going on to the next term, it's going to be plus 24 divided by 6 is 4 over 1. X squared over x is x over 1. So I get plus 4x over 1, or just 4x. Next term is going to be plus 37 over 6 does not reduce, but the x's reduce out to 1 over 1. So I've got 37/6. And the final fraction, nothing reduces there, so it's just going to stay like that. And there you have that one. We good to go on?
Yes, thank you.
All righty. We're back to a polynomial divided by a polynomial. The numerator and the denominator are both in standard form, so they're good to go. So I'm going to take 6x plus 5 and divide it into 36x cubed plus 24x squared plus 37x plus 35. I'm going to divide the leading term inside by the leading term outside. 36x cubed divided by 6x is 6x squared. All righty. Then we're going to take 6x squared times x, or 6x plus 5, and get 36x cubed plus 30x squared. 36x cubed plus 30x squared. We're going to subtract that quantity from what's up above. We'll distribute the subtraction or change it to addition of the opposite. Yep. So now 36x cubed plus negative 36x cubed is 0. 24x squared plus negative 30x squared is negative 6x squared. I feel like I'm going so much slower than I was before. It's like the coffee wore off, but I don't even drink coffee. But thank you for slowing me down. I saw all these problems I had to do, and it's like, I got to keep going and get through them all, but this is all we're doing. So
Okay.
is the pace good now?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, if you need to go faster, you can.
I don't need to go anywhere. I'm staying right here,
Oh.
folks. Too bad. You're stuck with me. All right. We're going to bring down the next term, 37x. We're going to take the leading term inside divided by the leading term outside. Negative 6x squared divided by 6x is negative x. So I'm going to go minus x. I'm going to take that negative x times 6x plus 5, which is negative 6x squared minus 5x. Negative 6x squared minus 5x. Subtract that from what's up above. Change it to addition of the opposite. Add up the columns. Negative 6x squared plus positive 6x squared is no x squared at all. 37x plus 5x is 42x. Bring down the next term. We're going to divide the leading term inside by the leading term outside. 42x divided by 6x is 7. 7 times the quantity 6x plus 5 is 42x plus 35. 42x plus 35. We're going to subtract that quantity from what's up above, distributing, changing it to addition of the opposite. We get 0, 0, so there's no remainder. So the answer is 6x squared minus x plus 7. Sydney, question?
Oh, no, sorry. I
No,
think I
okay, sorry, just saw your light was on, so to speak. Oh, another thing, I noticed the other day, somebody sent me a message during the Zoom meeting, and I've got so much going on already that I don't tend to notice that. So if you sent me a message during, please do problem such and such, but you don't want to speak out, I guess just send me an email and I'll get back to you later, or just speak out and say, hey, can you do this one? Because I don't, yeah, when I've got the screen sharing and everything, I don't see that if somebody's sending me a message. Okay. All right. We good to go on to the next one?
Yep.
All right. It says divide z squared plus 8z plus 15 by z plus 7. So z plus 7 is on the outside. Z squared plus 8z plus 15 is on the inside. Both of them are in standard form, descending powers. So we're good to go. I'm going to divide the inside leading term by the outside leading term. Z squared divided by z is z, which goes up there in the z column. Then we're going to take the z times z plus 7, which is z squared plus 7z. Then we're going to subtract that quantity from what's up above, distributing the subtraction, changing it to addition of the opposite. Z squared plus negative z squared is 0. 8z plus negative 7z is 1z, like the onesies and the twosies. 1z, bring down the next term, the plus 15. Start over, divide the inside leading term by the outside leading term. Z divided by z is a positive 1. Take the 1 times z plus 7, which is z plus 7. Subtract that from what's up above. Change it to addition of the opposite. Distribute the subtraction sign. Add up the columns. Z plus negative z is 0. 15 plus negative 7 is 8. So my answer is z plus 1 plus the fraction 8 over z plus 7. Any questions about this one? There's still more to come. Here we have something all set up, but it's wrong. Inside, things are not in descending powers. So we'll recopy it, 5x minus 2, and then inside 15x cubed minus x squared plus 8x minus 4. And now we're going to ignore this original problem.
Is this just for the 5.8 homework?
This is 5.8 and chapter review. It's just that people that sent me questions ahead of time, most of them were from 5.8. I think there's maybe one question in here, but let's see from the review. Yeah, I've got like 4 more to go.
Okay.
And then do you have some review questions?
Yeah, just number 7 on the review.
We'll get to you. We'll get to you. All right. So 15x cubed divided by 5x. 15x cubed divided by 5x is going to be 3x squared. 3x squared times 5x minus 2 is 15x cubed minus 6x squared. Okay. We're going to subtract that from what's up above, change it to addition of the opposite, add up the columns, and I get 15x cubed plus negative 15x cubed is 0x cubed. Negative x squared plus 6x squared is 5x squared plus 8x. Okay. We're going to take 5x squared divided by 5x. 5x squared divided by 5x is a plus x. We're going to take x times 5x minus 2 and get 5x squared minus 2x. Subtract that from what's up above. Change it to addition of the opposite. And we get 0x squared. Oh, and then what? 8x plus 2x is 10x minus 4. Then we're going to take 10x divided by 5x, which is 2. So I've got a plus 2. And then 2 times 5x minus 2, 10x minus 4, 10x minus 4. Subtract that from what's up above. Change it to addition of the opposite, and I get 0 remainder. So the final answer, 3x squared plus x plus 2 with no remainder. We good to go on to the next one? Maybe. There we go. Things are not cooperating. Polynomial divided by monomial. Each term in the numerator divided by the term in the denominator. And then reduce or simplify each fraction. The first one, 25 over 5 is 5 over 1. X cubed over x is x squared, so I'm left with 5x squared. Plus 10 over 5 is 2 over 1. X squared over x is x over 1, so plus 2x over 1, or just plus 2x. Plus 27 over 5 doesn't reduce, but x over x reduces to 1 over 1, so I've got 27/5. And as the one we did similar to this earlier, that last term, nothing reduces. So there's our final answer. Okay. Now we have one for the chapter review. Woohoo! Now, order of operations. What do you do first? Inside the parentheses, well, 7a plus 5 or 7a minus 5c, those are not like terms. So we can't do anything inside. So then we apply the exponent before the subtraction sign out front. And the directions say find the product. So we've been dividing up until now. This is in the chapter review going back a few sections. So this is like having a negative sign times 7a minus 5c times 7a minus 5c. I'm going to do the FOIL first. So this is going to be 49a squared minus 35ac minus 35ac plus 25c squared. Combining like terms inside, I've got 49a squared minus 70ac plus 25c squared. So now I've simplified that multiplication as much as I can. Now I will distribute the subtraction sign out front with a negative sign. So negative 49a squared plus 70ac minus 25c squared. And to the person that asked for this question, I don't remember who it was or if you're there right now, but I noticed your answer in WebAssign was correct, except for that leading negative sign, I think was the only thing that was not quite right. Anyway, so there's that one. Here's another one back to 5.8. We have a polynomial divided by a monomial. So we're going to divide each term. Is that a 6? I think that's a 6. Can't read my own hieroglyphics. Each term in the numerator divided by the denominator. Negative 10 over 2 becomes negative 5 over 1. F to the 4th over F to the 3rd would be F to the 1 power. So negative 5F plus 6 over 2 is 3 over 1. So plus 3 over F cubed. And there is that one. Okay. That's all the questions that came in. So now, what have you got for me? Anybody, anything?
Number 7 on the chapter review.
Can you tell me what it is?
Yeah, it's 3/4 h to the 7th power.
3/4 h to the 7th power. Is that how it's right? Is that written correctly?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then times, so like in parentheses, it's 4h to the 12th power plus 16h to the 8th power.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's everything.
So, and then it just says what? Multiply?
Yeah.
All right. Since we've got some simplifying to do, I'm going to just write each product and then we'll come back and reduce each term. So I've got 3/4 h to the 7th times 4h to the 12th plus 3/4 h to the 7th times 16h to the 4th. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Now, this is like it's over 1, it's over 1. This 4 and this 4 reduces out. So I've got 3h to the 7 plus 12 is 19th power. Plus 16 over 4 is 4 over 1. So plus 3 times 4 is 12. H to the 7 plus 8 is 15th power. And there's your final answer.
So you wouldn't add them? You would just leave it like that?
You can't add them because they aren't like terms.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You could multiply things that aren't like, like if it
Okay.
was 3h to the 19th times 12h to the 15th, then we could do that, but you can't add them.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. What else?
Can you do number 6 in the review?
Right, can you tell me what it is, please?
It's parentheses negative 7x to the 4th power.
Negative 7x to the 4th. Like that?
To the 3rd power, yes.
And then
in
what'd you say?
parentheses.
Sorry, your mic's cutting out. Say it again.
It's in parentheses. And then z to the third. No, without the last parentheses. Take that off. And the z's in there.
Third power, you said?
Yeah.
Okay,
And then close parentheses.
okay,
And then it's times with the parentheses. X to the second.
okay,
And z to the second. And close parentheses.
okay. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
So we're going to get -7 x to the 6th, z to the 5th. How am I getting that? Okay, let's go back and let's take a look at what this is. This is -7 times x to the 4th times z to the 3rd times x squared times z squared, right?
Yeah.
Multiplication is commutative, so I could literally move these things around if I wanted to and put all the factors of x together and all the factors of z together. So then this would be x to the 6th. This would be z to the 5th. Because here we've got 4 plus 2, and here we've got 3 plus 2. And you're multiplying two powers with the same base. You add the exponents. So that becomes -7x to the 6th, z to the 5th.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Did that answer your question in terms of what was going on there? Okay,
Thank
super.
you.
What else? Somebody else.
On the chapter review,
Yes.
number 4 on mine is a question about a handle of a shovel.
Okay.
And I'm having a hard time with it.
So kind of a picture like that, sort of.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does it say?
Find a polynomial that represents the length of the wooden handle of the shovel.
Okay, and what does it tell us?
Um,
Can you describe it?
yes.
Okay.
Oh. F. And it has an X in parentheses.
Where at? Above the handle?
Yeah.
So like that?
There's an F in front of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Equals 4x squared plus x plus 1.
Okay.
And then there's g and x in parentheses equals x squared minus 2.
Okay.
And the g x is supposed to represent the spade, and the f.
So the f of x is the whole thing, and the g of x is just the spade part.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So now that I know that, let me draw this a little bit differently. Still a poor drawing, but so the whole thing is f of x, and this little piece here is g of x. So the handle would be f of x minus g of x, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got 4x squared plus x plus 1 minus the quantity x squared minus 2. And you've got to quantify that because you're subtracting all of g of x. Okay.
Okay.
So now I've got 4x squared plus x plus 1 minus x squared plus 2, which is 3x squared plus x plus 3. Does it give units?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's inches. Sorry.
So it's 3x squared plus x plus 3 inches. The entire shovel minus the spade part.
Okay. I think I was just confused as to like what to do. Like I didn't know that we had to subtract it.
Sure. That's what happens to me every morning when my alarm goes off. I'm confused as what to do. It's like, what do I do now?
Me too.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You bet. What else? Somebody else?
Yeah, I have a question. 13 on the chapter review.
Okay, what is it?
It is in parentheses 6x squared plus x minus 3
Minus
end
3?
of parentheses, and then in yeah, minus 3, and then in another parentheses 7x squared plus x.
Your microphone cut out there.
Oh shoot, sorry.
7x squared plus what?
Plus x minus 1.
Minus 1?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yes.
And then we're supposed to multiply them together?
Yep.
All right, here we go. I hope you brought your lunch with you. 6x squared times 7x squared is 42x to the 4th power. Okay. 6x squared times x is 6x cubed. Six x squared times minus 1 is minus 6x squared. So now we've taken that first term in the first trinomial and distributed it to all the terms in the second trinomial. So now we'll focus on the second term in the first trinomial. X times 7x squared is plus 7x cubed. X times x is x squared. And x times minus 1 is minus x. So now we've distributed the x to each term in the second trinomial. So now we'll move to the minus 3. Minus 3 times 7x squared is minus 21x squared. Minus 3 times x is minus 3x. And minus 3 times minus 1 is plus 3. So I've done all 9 multiplications. Now I'm going to combine like terms, and I'm going to put this thing in descending powers. So 42x to the 4th, that one's gone. Let's see, these two would be next. 6x cubed plus 7x cubed is 13x cubed. So those two are gone. This one and this one and this one are all x squared. Negative 6x squared plus 1x squared is negative 5x squared. Minus 21x squared is minus what? 26x squared. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually got it now. I knew what to do. I was just I did it a few times and I just messed up on one number.
It happens. So finally we've got minus 4x and plus 3. We should have t-shirts that say math happens. We'll just leave it at that.
That's funny.
All right, something else. We got time for one more.
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'll be back at 1:15 today if you have any further questions. Just a reminder, tomorrow there is no official class meeting at 10:30. After today's here this morning, and then after the office hour this afternoon, you've got until tomorrow night at 11:59 to do your test. Don't start at 11:58. That's a bad plan. Don't do that. But anyway, have a great rest of the day, and I will